Hi you guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. It is Jaliyah Kreationz back with another video. If you're new to my channel, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. Okay, budget babes, we got something to talk about today, and I know you guys are already going to tell from the title. What? Oh my gosh. If you're new here, guys, I'm a budget coach that makes budgeting easy and simple for you with the budget products that I have created. So today's video is going to be very controversial, but we're going to do it anyway. So hi you guys. Some of you guys guessed this. I am going to be celebrating 5 years in business next month, and for next month we wanted to drop another product for my business, and I wasn't in the space this year of creating a new budget planner. I love my budget planner as it is. You guys love the budget planner as it is. We've did a feedback on some things that you guys would want in the budget planners, so some small tweaks are in the works for the planner. But with that being said, you guys, I got to this point where I was in my creative space for this upcoming year, and I'm like, what can we do to, you know, make this experience better for my clients, make this experience better for just my supporters in general, and make it easier for them. So what we're going to be dropping, if you guys watch the video, I'm going to clip the video in here, or it's going to be a previous video of me unboxing our anniversary collection. A part of the anniversary collection that we're doing this year is going to be cash stuffing. So this is controversial for me. I want to say it's controversial for me because if you guys have been following me for over the span of the few years that I have been doing budgeting, we've never done cash. So in today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to cash stuff your paycheck breakdown using my budget planner. So why am I doing this now? You haven't been cash stuffing before, Jaliyah. Why are you doing it now? So the reason why I'm going to do it now is because, for one, I see my clients doing it anyway. They have had clients reach out to me and they say, how do I do this with your budget planner? So if it's going to be beneficial for you to do this method and you already have my planner, we're going to kill two birds with one stone, and I'm going to make it easier for you. As a budget coach, I have to put aside the things that I like for me. This is not just about me, it's about my clients. So personally, I am not going to cash stuff for my own budgeting routine. But there are some of you guys that find joy in being able to see that it's easier for you to manage cash. So what I'm going to do is provide the resources for you guys to be able to do that, because the budget planner does allow you to be able to do that. So we're going to do that today on today's video, doing a bi-weekly budget. I recently just did a bi-weekly budget on my page. I told you guys how to break it down to weekly. So I'm gonna show you guys, if you want to do the cash stuffing method, how you are going to do this with your paycheck breakdown section in the budget planner. And I'm hoping that this is going to be beneficial for you guys that do want to use cash, and we're going to talk about it. And if this is something you want to do, go with it. If it's something you don't want to do and you still want to do the digital method, go with it. But I'm going to break it down so you have that option and you have the resources you need to make your budgeting journey easy and simple for you. So we want budget to fit all the way for you, and I'm excited to break this down. So let's get into it. If you guys guessed this in the comments, congratulations. Let's go over the products that I created to go with the budget planner, because one thing about it, if I'm going to be using my product, I'm gonna create something for you guys as well. So let's talk about it. So for the anniversary collection, I decided to make two color binders, you guys. We're gonna do two color binders, which is going to be based off our purple and pink budget planner, which majority of you guys have. You guys have the purple one or you have the pink one. We didn't do blue or we didn't do yellow, since yellow is seasonal, and you guys, more of you guys have purple and pink than you have blue or yellow. So sorry you guys, blue team, I will probably do one of these if you are wanting to do this. We have these two color options for you guys to match the budget planners. We did make the pig a little lighter on the covers of these versus the actual budget planner, just so you can separate the two. So this is the binders that we have. We have a nice purple one to go with our purple budget planner. So if you guys have gotten the purple budget planner, it would match with this one. Your pig is going to be a little different on there, but we wanted it to match with the calculators, the bundles. And once again, guys, this is going to be for limited time only. I'm going to be dropping this on November 10th, which is going to be our 5th year in business anniversary. So these will be available, and we do have our envelopes to go in here, and we're going to break this down and talk about this as we do the budget. So we have a purple option, and we also have a pink option. And this is the one we're going to be using today, and we have our text on here and for our variables, and then those will be more customizable for the launch day, you guys. So if you have some requests of what you want for your stickers, we'll have that broken down. But here is the binder that we're going to be using. It goes perfect with our budget planner. Yes, the pigs are intentionally 2 different colors, you guys, so when you are setting up your budget, you're not confused by each one. So that was the intention for this. So let's go ahead and talk about how we're going to combine this with this. Okay, so let's get into it. All right, you guys, so as I'm opening this is the month of October. So we recently just set up a bi-weekly budget. I didn't post me doing this budget on my channel. I actually posted me doing this budget on my shorts and my TikTok. So I'm going to break down what this budget is, and we're going to break down how you're going to use this with this. So for the month of October, we did a bi-weekly budget, which was bringing in about $17.50 every 2 weeks. This is about $21 per hour, of course, on a 2-week period. So we're bringing in about $3,500 for the month. This is all our fixed bills. This is all our variable spending that we plan to spend for the month. And then here is our paycheck breakdown. This is what really made me want to incorporate cash stuffing into my routine for you guys, was this paycheck breakdown. If it wasn't for this breakdown, honestly, I think I would keep going without doing it. But I want people to know that when you're setting up your paycheck breakdown and you're doing this, it might be easier for you to manage. So that's going to be the focus of this video, you guys. I promise I'm gonna make it super simple and clean for setting this up. So let's go ahead and get into it, and we're going to start with our paycheck of the 3rd. So if you were paid in October, your first paycheck, if you're bi-weekly, was the 3rd and the 17th. So on that 3rd paycheck, we brought in a total of $17.50. Okay, so this is $17.50. We're going to add it up together, and we're going to break down the $17.50, and we're going to talk about how you're going to incorporate this in your binder. So I'm excited, and let's get into it. All right, so the first thing we're going to do, you guys, is pull out our calculator, and we want to make sure that our money is correct. So let's go ahead and add this up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so we got 1,000. 1,000 right there. 1, 2, 100 plus 100 plus 100 plus 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so plus 50. All right, and you'll add it however is easier for you. So we're starting off with $750 this paycheck. So ideally, when you are doing cash stuffing, you don't have to take out your bill money, but we're going to do it for this example so I can show you guys what it's like. What I've noticed, a lot of you guys like to see money. I like to see it in my account, but once again, this isn't about me, it's about what's easier for you. So if taking out the money and seeing it is beneficial to you, that is all that matters. So looking at this is that $17.50. Remember, in our paycheck breakdown, this is the 3rd of October. This is our first paycheck of the month. This is the week we don't get paid. So we need to figure out how we can make this $17.50 stretch for the span of 2 weeks. So as soon as we get paid, you guys, I like to keep your fixed bills in your bill account, right? So right off the top, we're going to go ahead and put $11.30 of this away for our bills. So let's go ahead and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10. Okay, let me count it again because I was going fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so 1,000, and then we're also going to take additional 100, and we're going to do $30. All right. $11.30 is going to our bills, so you can decide to keep this in your bill account. So remember, right here in this section, we wrote down what we're going to pay for this check. We're going to pay rent, electric, gym, car payment. And then if you forgot how this is set up on the calendar, you guys, back in your calendar section right here, remember the paycheck of the 3rd, we always split our rent. We go ahead and cover the electric bill. We're going to cover our credit card minimum, our gym, our Apple subscription, and then half of our car payment with this budget, okay? So that's the budget plan we have for this paycheck. So the plan is to spend $11.30 on bills. We're going to move this to the side, and you're going to put this back in your bill account, or you're going to leave $11.30 in your bill account, period. All right? So now we're going to get to our variables. So what we have left over, $17.50 minus $11.30. We have $6.20 left over in this section. How much of this $6.20 are we going to put to variables? We're going to put $3.55 of this to variables, but we're going to section it just a teensy bit different. Sorry guys, I don't know why my camera keeps losing focus. So we're going to section this just a teensy bit different. So for our credit card minimum, that is still going to come out of our bank account. So we're going to take $40. And we're going to take this out. I like to put our credit cards and I like to put our subscriptions as variables because you can always cut those, and those can change also due to interest rates, right? So our minimum is $40. We're going to take this out, and we're also going to take our subscription out and put this back into our bank account. Okay, so here's $40, here's $10. This is the $40 credit card minimum, and this is the Apple Music for $10. We're going to go ahead and put that back into our bill calendar. Okay, so we're going to minus $50 from our variables now, or from our amount that we have left over. So now we have $570 left over, you guys, after handling our bills, handling our credit cards, and handling our Apple Music. So this is where we're going to go through and set up our variables. Okay, so for the month, in our monthly budget, our groceries are $160 per month. Our gas is $100 per month. Our self-care is $50 or $100 per month. Spending is $150, and eating out is $100. Okay, so let's go ahead and break this down for our variables. Remember, we don't get paid this week. We don't get paid again until the 17th. So what do we need to cover for our variables? We're going to break our variables down for this paycheck, and that's where you're going to use your binder. Okay, so we section this off. We have groceries, gas, self-care, beauty, miscellaneous / spending, and then food. We'll have some more detailed stickers, you guys, by the anniversary. Those haven't came in yet, so we're just using these models right now, but we're going to make it work based off this budget example. Okay, so groceries, we're going to spend $80 on groceries. So what we're going to do is we're going to take $80. I want to do 20s and do 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's $80. So we're going to minus $80 from our thing that we have here. And we're going to go ahead and put in our grocery category. And you can put this however you want. We're going to slip it in this little binder, these little cloud ones. And there is $80. Okay, so we got $80 in there, and that's going to cover us for groceries for the span of 2 weeks. Now with this check, we're also going to put $50 towards gas. So we're going to go ahead and take our $50 and we're going to put it in here and put this towards our gas. Okay, now the next category we have is self-care / beauty, and we're going to put $50 in that category as well. So we're going to take $50 and put that in our beauty / self-care envelope. Okay, the next one we have miscellaneous / spending. And we're going to put $75 in that category. So 50, 20, 70. And then we're going to go ahead and put $5. I don't think we have a $5 bill. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to go ahead and put that in there for miscellaneous / spending. All right, and remember, this is going to hold you for 2 weeks. So miscellaneous / spending, And then the next category we're going to go ahead and do is our eating out. So eating out for the span of 2 weeks, we're going to put $50 in our eating out category. I don't know why the angle's so bad. All right, you guys. So we got eating out. We're going to go ahead and put $50 in there. So that's everything we have for this budget, you guys. So you'll just base it off your numbers, which was $355. If you minus that, that was $305 because we took away the credit card and the Apple Music. So how much money do we have left over? Let's count it up. We're supposed to spend $1,485. $1,130 of that went towards bills, and then $355 went to variables minus the Apple Music and the credit card that went back into the bill account. So we're supposed to have $265 left over. Let's see. So we got 100, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 200, 20, 40, 50, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. $265 left over, and this is what's going to go in our high yield savings account, or what you guys would call, some of you guys that do savings challenges, that will be that, will go in that category. So we're going to do in our savings section, we're going to go ahead and write down what we're going to do with this $265. So that is a cash representative of, or cash representation of the budget planner. So we've been doing this in the bank account. This is what I've been teaching you guys in the bank account. But does this help you actually seeing physically what's left over? Because at the end of the day, that is the goal for me, for you, is for it to make sense, for you to have a routine that's going to work, and for you to actually see results, you guys. I'm not against anything that is going to help you manage your finances. I want to make sure I provide all the resources for you to do so. So what we're going to do now with that $265 is we're going to put this in a high yield savings account. You're going to be able to do what you want to do with the money that's left over, but this is going to hold us for the span of the 2 weeks until we're paid again. So think about your $265. What do you want to do with this at the end of your paycheck? Is this going to be going towards debt? Is this going to be going towards your savings? Think about this money, because now you can physically see it. Sometimes you guys say, well, I don't feel like I see that money left over. Now we do. Here is $265 left over after that. So what you can do in your savings tracking jar. All right, you guys, so with this $265, we're going to go ahead and break this down in a category in our savings fund. So remember that this is for the month of October. Our savings goal is we want to save $1,000, and we're going to go ahead and put in our savings tracking jar for our first paycheck. Number 1. We saved $265 this paycheck. So we're going to put this in our jar. Now, you guys have two different options. If you want to take your cash stuffing to the next level, you can break this $265 down, and just like how we put our variables in categories, you can make categories for your sinking funds, which, you know, like emergency fund, whatever it is, you can go ahead and cash stuff that money too. But I want you, if you're focusing on paying off debt, or you just want to get a generalized savings, I want you to take this money and put it back into your bank account and put this in your savings, because at the end of the month, we're going to break it down into categories. Some people do categories as they go. I want you to do the categories at the end of the month. So the end of the month, we will go ahead and do the sinking funds to reach our $474. So according to this budget, we should have $474 left over at the end of the month. This was that first paycheck. The first paycheck, we put away $265, which is this. So we're putting this back into the bank account. Or if you want to put it in a separate envelope, you guys can do that as well, if you're going to incorporate the cash stuffing in here. And then the second paycheck, we bring in $209. Until we get our next paycheck, which is going to be our first paycheck of November, I don't want you guys to pay off any debt with the extra money. And the reason why is if an emergency happens within this month, you still have $265. If an unplanned expense happens in the span of 2 weeks before you're paid again, you still have this. This is why I say don't always spend your leftover money. And I like that you guys can see this, so you can see, hey, after I get paid, I do have leftover money, right? So there's the $265 that's left over. We're just going to put that from paycheck number 1. We put away $265 in our savings. And the sinking funds, once again, guys, is the emergency. So you can do emergency fund. This is going to be whatever your personal savings is. Some people say for emergency fund. Some people say for vacation. Some people save to be a month ahead. So there's so many ways that you can break this down, okay, in those categories. Now, so now as far as your expense tracker goes, you guys, this is the money we have left over, or this was the money that we put aside for our variable spending. So you can still do that thing I told you guys to do when it comes to your expense tracker. So if you watch the bi-weekly playlist in your budget, this is for the month of October. We usually use one sheet as paycheck number 1. So all of this cash that you have, you're going to monitor. So every time you go grocery shopping, let's say you don't use the full 80 from this paycheck. Let's say you only spend 60 of this. You can take this and put it back in your savings, or you can move it to the next payday. But you're going to document every time you go to the grocery store, and you're going to put that in there. You guys can put the money in this section too. You know, some people like to do it in here. But I'm going to leave that section for your receipts, and we're just going to keep the money in the pockets, or vice versa, whatever you want to do. So we'll go ahead and write down each transaction from our paycheck, even with cash, so that way you have a paper trail of cash. And if you have to move anything from something else, let's say you don't wind up using your full spending money and you move your spending money to groceries, you need that money for groceries, or vice versa, just make sure you're documenting it. So you're still going to use the plan, the unplanned, and the impulsive, because let's say that money you have in your savings is $265, an unplanned expense comes up, we can write down that that was an unplanned expense that happened in your budget. So you're still going to use your expense tracker the same way we were doing it digitally. The only difference is you're going to keep your receipts and you're going to use your cash and write down every transaction. We're still going to add it up at the end of the week. If you guys seen my bi-weekly budget breakdown for expense tracking, you're still going to do the same thing. So everything ties in together when you're setting up your budget. Now, for my people that are paid weekly, let me know if you guys want a separate video on this, on how we would do it. It's the same concept. You'll take your paycheck, whatever you bring in, and then you're going to break it down into the categories based on how we did this budget as well. And that's it, you guys. All right, you guys, and that is how we would cash stuff our paychecks. So I hope that this video was very helpful. I'm excited to see you guys' reaction in the comments. I know a lot of you guys been doing this stuff behind my back anyway, not as if you can't do it anyway. I just would rather be able to provide the knowledge to help you do it if it's something you want to do. So yes, guys, you can cash stuff with this budget planner. Same system, same thing. If you want to make different binders with the month ahead or whatever the case is, I just wanted to do the standard to show you guys the standard breakdown that you can use with the budget planner. But of course, use what works for you. I'm still personally going to stick to the method I have been using. It works for me. I don't like dealing with cash. But if this is something that works for you, do it. The binder will have your envelopes to come in there with your stickers, you guys. And then you also have your credit cards sections to put your credit cards, and then to put your receipts in here as well. So that is the binder. That is the anniversary secret that's coming out. I'm hoping that you guys are excited for this. I has been wanting to try this and wanting to do it with the budget planner. I hope that it benefits you. And I'm excited to see what you guys think in the comments. And if you are seeing this video, planner stickers and tabs did come out today. So make sure you guys go and grab some if we still have some left at the end of this video. But thank you guys again for watching, and I hope to see you guys on my next video.